If you'd like to work along with me at home, open the Project Files folder, Lesson 5 folder, and Formatting Details. We're currently on the Alignment tab, where we're going to take a look at vertical alignment using the alignment group in the ribbon. The alignment tools determine how the content of your cells sit inside the cell. For example, if you wanted to align the text in cell B1 to the top of the cell, you could click the Top Align button. The Middle Align button, of course, would put this in the middle of the cell vertically, and this puts it at the bottom, and the Bottom Align is the default value for anything that you type into a cell. Horizontal alignment determines where the content of a cell sits left to right. The default value for text is left aligned. We can see the text here aligned to the left. Numbers are aligned to the right automatically. If you wanted to center the cell, you could just click on the Center button or move it to the right this way. This way you can easily override the default setting for numbers and text. The Orientation button allows us to change the angle of our text. Here we have some predefined angles, such as counterclockwise, clockwise, and vertical text. Of course, with this one, you're going to have to make the row a little deeper so you can see it. I'm going to remove the formatting from that cell because I'd like to take a look at a couple other options for this that we don't have in the ribbon here. To do that, I'm going to right-click on top of the cell and choose Format Cells, which takes us to the Format Cells dialog box Alignment tab. First off, we should know that if you click the drop-down arrow next to Horizontal, you're going to see Left, Center, and Right. We've seen these already on the ribbon. In the vertical drop-down list, we have Top, Center, and Bottom. These are the same things we've seen already on the ribbon. What we haven't seen is this clock face over here with the little red diamond. Drag the diamond around on the clock face to whatever angle you like and click OK to rotate your text to exactly that angle. The Wrap Text tool on the ribbon forces text to stay within the size of the column by making the row deeper. So anytime you have text that's wider than will fit in the column, if you want it to wrap, just click the Wrap Text button. A similar option to this would be the Justify format. Let's try that here in cell B9. We'll right-click on the cell, choose Format Cells, and from the horizontal drop-down, choose Justify. What's the difference between this and Wrap Text? Well, as you can see, with Wrap Text, the right edge of the text is jagged inside the cell, while the left edge is nice and straight. With Justify, the right edge and the left edge are nice and straight, much like a newspaper column. One of the other options inside the drop-down list for the horizontal format is the Fill. Let's take a look at that. We'll right-click on the cell, choose Format Cells, and let's go to Fill. This is going to cause the word Fill and the three little dots after it to just fill the whole way across the cell. So this just takes whatever you have typed in the cell and it repeats it until the cell's filled. All right, distributed text with indent. Ooh, what's that? All right, let's right-click on the cell, choose Format Cells, and this is also one of these things we're going to get from the horizontal drop-down list, and we're going to get down to distributed, and you can see indent in parentheses. All right, well, let's just try distributed by itself first. As you can see here, it places spaces between each of the words so that the words are distributed evenly across the width of the cell. What about that indent option? Well, let's go back into the Format Cells dialog box and take a look. Here we can set the left edge of the word distributed to whatever we want. We'll go out maybe 3 clicks on this. Click OK. The left edge comes in. Everything still stays distributed inside the cell. Now we can do something similar to this vertically as well. If we come down here to this one, right-click, Format Cells, and we have to go to the vertical drop-down for this and just choose Distributed. This is going to cause all the words to distribute vertically inside the cell. Okay, let's get back to working with the alignment group on the ribbon again, and this time we'll take a look at Indent Text. Here's the tool for it, Increase Indent. Each time you click it, it indents the left edge of the text, pushing the text to the right. The button to the left of that is the Decrease Indent, and you can click that a couple of times to move the text back to the left again. Now, we said a couple of minutes ago that text is automatically aligned to the left of a cell, while numbers automatically align to the right, and you can see that quite clearly here. But what if you wanted to use the alignment tool on something that was already as far over to the right as it could possibly go? Well, this is an interesting phenomenon here. If you click the increase indent, Excel will bounce the number off the right edge of the cell and push it over to the left again, where now you can continue to indent or decrease indent. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would I ever use that? Well, here's why. Take a look at this example here. Here we have a situation where we have numbers which align themselves to the right, sitting right next to text which aligns itself to the left. So they're just butted right up against each other, which doesn't look very attractive and it's hard to read. So if you wanted to get a little space between them, you could select these guys and do a right align, like that. Now I'm going to undo that. Or you might want to move the numbers a little further to the left. Now if you center them, it appears to work okay. It gives you some space, but that only works well if you have the exact same number of digits in each cell. Look at this. See how they no longer line up with that $1 there? So a better choice, I'll undo that and undo the centering. A better choice would be to bounce it off the right edge of the cell with the increase indent so that it just bounces to the left a little bit. And then you can use these tools to move things around.